Women are often seen as mysterious beings with a complex psychological landscape. Their emotions, thoughts, and behaviors can seem like a maze, leaving many to wonder what lies at the heart of their intentions. But perhaps the mystery isn't meant to be solved, it's meant to be embraced. Understanding women isn't about unraveling every hidden detail. It's about recognizing the beauty and complexity and learning to navigate it with grace. If you're looking for psychological tricks to get her to like you, remember that connection goes beyond just tactics. It's about genuine presence and emotional intelligence. You've heard the phrase, actions speak louder than words, and when it comes to understanding women, this couldn't be more true. Women often communicate in ways that are beyond the surface, through subtle gestures, emotions, and body language. Learning to listen not just with your ears, but with your heart, is where the true connection lies. If you're asking, how do you make a girl like you? The answer often lies in your ability to pick up on those unspoken signals and respond with authenticity. Don't chase clarity, chase understanding. Embrace the complexity. In those moments when things feel unclear, remember, life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass, it's about learning to dance in the rain. The same applies to relationships. You're not here to solve every mystery, but to experience the depth of human connection in all its forms. Women are drawn to confidence, not arrogance. The key is to be present, to be genuinely interested, and to show emotional intelligence. Confidence is silent. Insecurities are loud. Approach with calmness and certainty, and you'll find that the most powerful attraction comes from the energy you bring to the room, not the words you say. So, if you're trying to connect with a woman on a deeper level, focus less on trying to figure her out and more on how you can be the best version of yourself. Be patient, be kind, and remember, you attract what you are, not what you want. If you want great, be great. Whether you're seeking to understand how to make her like you, or how to create a lasting bond, the answer lies in embracing who you are and the unique energy you bring into her life. Number 1. Cultivate your self-confidence. Confidence isn't something you simply wear or put on like a mask. It's a force, an energy, a magnetic pull that moves from within. It radiates like light from a hidden flame, transforming not just your own presence but the world around you. True confidence needs no approval. It isn't about speaking the loudest or dominating attention. Instead, it's the quiet, steady belief in who you are, an unshakable certainty that you belong wherever you are. When you walk into a room with that inner knowing, you naturally bring value by just existing. If you're aiming to win a woman's heart, don't chase after approval. Embrace the confidence already within you. But how do you develop this kind of self-assurance? The secret isn't in perfection. It's in accepting your imperfections and recognizing they are not the sum of your worth. Confidence is the whisper in your mind saying, I am enough. And when you internalize that message, it changes everything. You don't just become confident, you become magnetic. As the saying goes, confidence isn't thinking you're better than others, it's knowing you have no need to compare. There's something undeniably captivating about a man who knows himself, who doesn't depend on external validation, but instead validates his own worth first. That's what women are drawn to, the quiet power of self-assurance. And it's not because you have all the answers, but because you're at peace with the unknown. Remember the timeless words, the best outfit you can wear is confidence. When you embody that truth, you don't need to pursue anything. The things you desire naturally gravitate toward you. And here's a powerful reminder, it's not just about what you say, but how you say it. Your tone, your body language, and your presence speak louder than words. A calm, grounded tone paired with open body language and unwavering eye contact is a message in itself. It says, I see you, I respect you. And respect, real honest respect, creates safety. When a woman feels safe in your presence, that's when attraction grows. You've probably heard the phrase, "fake it till you make it," and it works to a point. But authentic confidence comes from action. Do the things that push you outside your comfort zone. Approach the situations that make you nervous. Each time you step into discomfort, you're showing yourself that you're capable, and that's where real confidence is born. In this journey of building confidence, remember that every step forward matters. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and those missed opportunities are lessons, not losses. Approach women with ease, knowing that rejection isn't a statement about your value, it's part of the process. Every no is simply a step toward a yes. At the heart of confidence lies trust. Trust in yourself and the path you're on. When you show up as your authentic self, without trying to prove or impress, you project an energy that naturally draws people to you. As you build this trust, you'll notice that you no longer need to chase what you want. It begins to come to you effortlessly. Confidence is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. Picture yourself in front of a mirror, not just seeing your reflection, but feeling the potential that lives within you. That's what confidence is, a reflection of the belief in who you're becoming, and it takes practice. Doubt will come, but those moments aren't roadblocks. They're stepping stones. Every time you quiet that inner critic, you're building a version of yourself that is more resilient and self-assured. The posture of a confident person when they walk into a room speaks volumes without a single word. Their back is straight, shoulders relaxed but not slouched, and their head is held high, making deliberate eye contact as they take in their surroundings. Their stride is steady and purposeful, neither rushed nor hesitant, exuding calm assurance. Arms are naturally at their sides or slightly engaged, not crossed defensively. A subtle, approachable smile often lingers on their face, and their body language is open, inviting connection rather than creating barriers. Confidence radiates from how they own the space, not demanding attention, but naturally commanding it. In the heart of every truly confident person is the simple truth. They've learned to trust themselves. And trust isn't given, it's earned. It's earned through showing up, through doing the uncomfortable things, through persistence. It's that classic American mantra, fake it till you make it, but with more depth. You're not pretending to be confident. You're practicing until it becomes who you are. Number 2, take care of yourself to conquer the world. Taking steps to refine your body, maintain health, and uphold self-discipline is not just about appearances, it's about building a strong foundation for confidence. Every detail, from your hair to your nails, shoes, and clothing, plays a role in the larger picture of self-care, a commitment that radiates power. It's the quiet work behind the scenes that sets the stage for a confident presence, shaping not just how the world sees you, but how you see yourself. Imagine each morning as a fresh canvas, an opportunity to sculpt yourself into the person you wish to be. The discipline of maintaining your body is an act of self-respect, a declaration that you are worthy of the best. You are your greatest investment, as the saying goes, and every effort you put into caring for yourself is a step toward becoming your most powerful self. Embrace the ritual of grooming, not as a chore, but as a celebration of your commitment to self-mastery. A clean, well-kept appearance is more than just surface level. It speaks volumes about your inner world. As Americans often say, look good, feel good. When you take care of yourself, you project an aura of competence and control that others can't help but notice. But it's not just about the external. The discipline it takes to maintain a healthy body is a reflection of inner strength. Eating right, exercising, and caring for your physical self are acts of self-love that echo in every area of your life. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Each time you resist the easy route, whether it's skipping a workout or letting your standards slip, you're reinforcing a mindset of resilience. Pay attention to the details. The clean cut of your hair, the shine of your shoes, the subtle scent that lingers as you walk by. These are the small signals that tell the world you care, that you're ready for whatever comes your way. Dress like you've already won, they say, because how you present yourself is a silent affirmation of your value. Remember, confidence isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Every small act of self-care is a brick laid in the foundation of your self-belief. Success is in the details, and those details add up to create a version of you that is unstoppable. So, stand tall, look sharp, and let your well-kept appearance be a testament to the disciplined, driven person you are becoming. In this journey of self-improvement, be your own biggest supporter. Take pride in every effort, no matter how small, and know that each step forward is a step towards your best self. You are the masterpiece of your own life. Sculpt yourself wisely. Your dedication to refining your appearance and health is not just for today. It's a lifelong commitment to showing up as the best version of yourself every single day. Number 3, ignite your passion when hobbies become weapons of seduction. Having an interesting hobby or passion isn't just a pastime, it's a statement of who you are. It breathes life into your personality, making you stand out in ways words alone cannot capture. When you dive deeply into something you genuinely love, it becomes a spark that others can't ignore. Passion is energy, as the saying goes. Feel the power that comes from focusing on what excites you. This isn't about impressing anyone, it's about embracing what makes you feel alive and letting that fire speak for itself. Your hobby could be anything that truly captivates you: programming, motorcycling, cooking, drawing, reading, playing an instrument, or even something as niche as chainsaw carving. Whatever it is, make sure it's authentic, because passion that's faked is as clear as a dim light. It lacks that magic that makes you shine. As Americans often say, do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. When you pour time and effort into your passion, it transforms you, adding layers to your character that are both intriguing and inspiring. There's an undeniable allure to a man deeply involved in something he loves. It's not just about the hobby itself, it's about the dedication, the focus, and the sense of purpose it brings. It's sexy, magnetic, and it commands respect. Be the guy who has something going on, they say, because having a passion is not just attractive, it shows depth and individuality. Your enthusiasm becomes a silent language of confidence and drive, and that's a powerful message to send. Remember, the goal isn't to simply have a hobby, it's to immerse yourself fully in it. Spend time honing your skills, creating something meaningful, and pushing your limits. Mastery is not an overnight phenomenon, and every moment you invest in your passion is a testament to your dedication. It's not about being the best, it's about being committed and showing that you value your interests enough to pursue them with intensity. And when it comes to connecting with someone special, this passion sets you apart. It gives you stories to tell, experiences to share, and a unique energy that can't be replicated. People don't care about what you do, they care about why you do it. Your genuine passion speaks louder than any rehearsed lines or superficial charm ever could. So, find what sets your soul on fire and dive into it. Let your passion be your signature, your standout quality. Whether you're drawing late into the night, riding through the open roads, or perfecting a dish in the kitchen, know that it's this dedication that turns heads and opens hearts. As they say, you are what you do repeatedly. Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. Make your passion your habit and watch how it not only transforms you but also how the world sees you. Number 4, shine with ambition. When desire becomes a compelling highlight, ambition and purpose are magnetic forces that draw people in, especially when it comes to attraction. A man who is driven doesn't just float aimlessly through life. He moves with intention, fueled by goals that give his actions meaning. This sense of purpose isn't just about achieving something, It's a statement of who you are and what you stand for. As the American saying goes, success doesn't come to you, you go to it. When you show that you're actively pursuing your dreams, you become a force to be reckoned with, and that energy is impossible to ignore. Ambition signals capability and independence. It tells the world that you're not just content with the status quo, you're constantly striving for more, whether that's in your career, personal growth, or any area of your life that sparks your fire. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams, as Eleanor Roosevelt once said. A man with vision and determination not only shapes his own destiny, but inspires those around him to do the same. This forward momentum creates an aura of confidence and stability. It's not just about where you are now, but where you're headed. A clear sense of direction sets you apart because it shows that you're not afraid to chase after what you want. Dream big, work hard, stay focused, and surround yourself with good people. This kind of mindset attracts the right kind of energy into your life, including people who are drawn to your drive and ambition. When you have a purpose, you radiate a certain charisma, a quiet assurance that speaks louder than words. It's not about boasting or showing off. It's about embodying the traits that make you stand out naturally. There's something incredibly attractive about a man who knows what he wants and isn't afraid to go after it. Ambition is enthusiasm with a purpose, and when you live with this kind of passion, it's contagious. In relationships, this ambition is not just appealing, it offers a glimpse of a shared future filled with possibilities. It's a promise that there's more to come, that your journey is just beginning, and that you're willing to put in the work to make it extraordinary. You don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. This mentality of always moving forward creates a sense of excitement and anticipation, making your presence feel like an open door to endless opportunities. Being driven doesn't mean you have all the answers. It means you're actively seeking them. It's about showing resilience in the face of challenges and pushing through obstacles with determination. As they say, it's not about how hard you hit, it's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That perseverance is inspiring, and it's what makes you stand out from the crowd. So, if you want to captivate someone's attention, show them that you're not just living day by day, but building towards something greater. Be the man who dares to dream and who works relentlessly to turn those dreams into reality. Ambition is the path to success. Persistence is the vehicle you arrive in. Embrace your journey. Let your purpose be your guide and watch how it not only transforms your life but attracts those who want to be a part of that journey with you. Number 5. Benjamin Franklin Effect. The Benjamin Franklin effect reveals a fascinating psychological principle. When you ask someone to do something for you, it signals that you need something from them, be it an object, knowledge, or skill. This simple act places you in a position that shows respect and admiration toward the person you're requesting help from. This respect naturally creates a positive impression, making the other person more inclined to assist you. It's human nature. We tend to like those we help because it subconsciously reinforces the belief that we value them. Benjamin Franklin himself used this technique to foster positive relationships, understanding that asking for a favor could lay the groundwork for future bonds. Now, how does this apply to relationships, especially when it comes to making her like you? It's all about asking for her help in a way that feels authentic. Ask her for a small favor, something that isn't a burden. Her willingness to help is a subtle sign of emotional investment, and over time, this builds a connection. You see, attraction isn't just about grand gestures or romantic lines. It's about creating moments where she feels valued and needed. This taps into something primal, a feeling that she's contributing to your life in a meaningful way. Ask not what others can do for you, but how your request can bring you closer. This echoes a common sentiment in American motivational circles: the importance of creating relationships based on mutual benefit and subtle admiration. This technique is rooted in a psychology of self-persuasion. When she does something for you, her mind is more likely to rationalize, "I must like him or I wouldn't have helped him." And as Franklin noted, the more someone invests in you, the more likely they are to continue investing. People support what they feel involved in. A key takeaway here is that relationships thrive on reciprocity, even in small, thoughtful requests. This isn't about manipulation, but about understanding the dynamics of human connection. To truly motivate her to feel closer to you, remember this: confidence is key, but vulnerability opens doors. Ask her for help. Let her see your human side and allow her to feel like she's part of your journey. In the end, it's the simple things that make the biggest difference. As the great American philosopher Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "The only way to have a friend is to be one." Building on the idea of reciprocity, let's explore how you can deepen the connection by focusing on her emotional and psychological needs. The art of making someone like you is about balance, balancing giving and receiving, confidence and humility, strength and vulnerability. When you ask for her help, it should never be about making her feel obligated. Instead, it's about creating an opportunity for emotional investment. Think of it as planting seeds in a garden. Each small request you make allows the relationship to grow organically. She starts to see you as someone worth her time and energy. In these moments of connection, subtlety is everything. After all, one of the most powerful elements of attraction is making someone feel like they are part of your world. But more than that, it's about creating shared experiences. When she helps you, no matter how small the gesture, she's forming a memory, something the two of you will look back on as part of your story. So what's next? How do you take that first spark and turn it into something deeper? The answer lies in emotional resonance. Every interaction should leave her feeling a little better, a little more uplifted. Compliments are fine, but what truly makes a lasting impression are the thoughtful actions and insightful conversations. Tap into what motivates her, what excites her, and use that to forge a genuine bond. You might ask her opinion on something she's passionate about, or perhaps engage her in a deeper conversation where you show that you're not just interested in the surface. As the American motivational speaker Tony Robbins says, "The quality of your life is the quality of your relationships." This statement reflects the idea that the strength of your connections directly influences your happiness. Now let's dive into psychological triggers that can make her feel more connected to you. Scarcity. People naturally value what they feel is scarce. While you shouldn't play hard to get in a manipulative way, having your own life, passions, and ambitions makes you more intriguing. Don't always be available, but make the time you spend together special. Consistency. Be reliable in your words and actions. She should know that when you say you'll do something, you follow through. As she begins to trust you more, her emotional guard will lower. Social proof. Surround yourself with positivity and people who uplift you. When she sees you are respected by others, it subconsciously elevates your value in her eyes. Reciprocity. This goes back to Franklin's technique. When she does a favor for you, find ways to show genuine appreciation. Make her feel seen and valued. Through these principles, you're not just building attraction, you're laying the foundation for something more meaningful. In the American culture of motivational writing, there's a popular saying, "Success leaves clues." The same is true for relationships. When you cultivate the right habits and mindsets, attraction becomes a natural byproduct of your authentic self. In the end, the goal is not just to make her like you, but to create a relationship where both of you feel enriched, empowered, and inspired. As the legendary American author Maya Angelou once said, "People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." This is the heart of making her like you, making her feel that being with you brings out the best in her. Number 6. Don't be afraid of the friend zone. The friend zone has a bad reputation. It's often portrayed as a dead end, a place where romantic hopes go to wither and die. But what if I told you that the friend zone is not a place of rejection, but rather a launch pad for something greater? Think about it. Friendship is the foundation of any lasting relationship. It's the space where trust, mutual respect, and genuine care flourish. So, being her friend first isn't a trap. It's an opportunity to show her who you truly are. And yes, it's been proven and completely acceptable to remain in the friend zone for months, even years, before the relationship takes a romantic turn. Here's where things get interesting. Go the extra mile. Do things other guys wouldn't even think about. These little actions leave lasting impressions, carving out space in her mind and heart where you become more than just another friend. Leave a note in her car, a sweet reminder of something only you two understand. Send a good morning text, not just to check in, but because you genuinely care about how her day begins. These are the moments where she'll start to see you as different, as someone who's always there ready to brighten her day. When she's going through a tough time, don't just offer solutions. Listen, sympathize. Let her know you're not just there for the good times, but also for the messy, complicated emotional moments. It's in these moments of vulnerability where deep bonds are formed. The strongest relationships are built on the softest moments. You see, by doing all these things, you're already halfway to being in a relationship. You've done the groundwork. All that's left is to tell her how you feel. Tell her you've been building something together, and you want that connection to last a lifetime. It doesn't have to be a grand confession. In fact, the best declarations of love often come from a place of quiet certainty, when she's already felt it in your actions, in every text, every late-night talk, every small act of kindness. Love isn't always spoken, sometimes it's quietly built. The beauty of this approach is that it's rooted in patience and authenticity. You're not rushing the process or pretending to be someone you're not. By being her friend, you've shown her the best parts of you, and now she can see for herself the type of person you are, someone who will go the extra mile, someone who isn't just looking for romance, but for a real, lasting connection. A famous quote by John Wooden: "The true test of a man's character is what he does when no one is watching." That's the essence of your journey. You're not just waiting for the right moment. You're creating it, slowly, steadily, and with purpose. Stay in the friend zone, but stay in her heart. This is not about playing games, it's about building something that lasts. If you've done your part, if you've shown her what kind of man you are, then when the moment comes, all you have to do is say it. "I've always wanted more than just friendship with you. I want this for the rest of my life." That's when it clicks. Everything falls into place because you've already shown her that you're someone who will be there, not just as a romantic partner, but as a true companion. So don't fear the friend zone. It's just a stop on the way to something incredible. As they say in American motivational culture, the best things come to those who wait. But remember, waiting isn't passive. You're constantly investing in the relationship, making her smile, lifting her up when she's down, and showing her that you're the person she didn't even know she needed. Love doesn't rush. It arrives exactly when it's meant to. By being there, being consistent, and being her friend, you're already building something beautiful. Just take that final step when the time is right, and trust that she'll see you not just as a friend, but as something much, much more. Number 7, the power of her name. Names are more than just words, they're symbols of identity, connection, and recognition. We are all conditioned to react when someone says our name. It's the single word that embodies who we are as individuals. There's a subtle magic in hearing it spoken by someone who sees us. When you use her name in conversation, you're creating a moment that stands out. A moment where she feels acknowledged, special, even if she doesn't realize it right away. Casually slipping her name into a sentence, whether you're in a serious discussion or sharing a laugh, taps into a deeper psychological connection. It's personal, intimate, and can stir something inside her. Imagine this. She's never really paid attention to you before, but suddenly, in the middle of a conversation, you say her name. Her heart skips a beat. It's not the words themselves that matter. It's the feeling of being seen, recognized, and acknowledged. The sound of your name is the sound of someone knowing who you truly are. The trick is to use it sparingly but intentionally. If you say her name at just the right moment, it can send a spark of connection, a flutter of emotion. You're not just a passerby in her world anymore. You're someone who makes her feel unique, someone who sees her as an individual. There's power in the way you say her name, because it's the one thing that belongs only to her. It's a simple gesture, but it can change everything. Suddenly, she's noticing you in a way she hasn't before, and it's all because you chose to remind her of the one thing that matters most, her identity. Think about it. In a world where everyone is rushing through life, forgetting small details, you've taken the time to notice her, to speak directly to who she is. That's rare. When you say her name with intention, it creates a connection that others may never reach. It's a reminder that she's not just another face in the crowd, but someone who stands out to you. This technique doesn't just work in conversations. When you text her, include her name in your messages. It shows her that your words are meant specifically for her, not just something generic you'd send to anyone. As the American motivational speaker Zig Ziglar once said, "People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care." And using her name is one of the simplest ways to show her that you care. In doing so, you turn ordinary moments into memorable ones. Number 8. Laughter is the shortest distance between two people. Creating laughter and turning moments into humorous stories is an art form, one that goes beyond just telling jokes. It's about connection, timing, and making her feel something beyond words. In relationships, humor is often the bridge between two hearts, a secret language that says, "I get you." And when you can make her laugh, you're not just entertaining her, you're showing her that you understand her world. The magic of humor. Humor has this incredible ability to take ordinary moments and make them extraordinary. When you share a laugh with someone, you create a bond that words alone can't capture. You're taking a situation, maybe something awkward or stressful, and turning it into a moment of joy. And that's powerful. As the famous American saying goes, laughter is the shortest distance between two people. But how do you create those moments? How do you transform the mundane into something she'll remember and laugh about long after the moment has passed? 1. Be playful, not perfect. The first key to making her laugh is to let go of the need to be perfect. Some of the funniest moments come from the unexpected, the mishaps, and the things that don't go according to plan. When you're comfortable enough to laugh at yourself, you show her that you're confident and that nothing is too serious to find the humor in. You might be thinking, but what if I say something wrong? That's the beauty of humor. Let those little awkward moments happen. They often turn into the best stories. 2. Timing is everything good. Humor is about timing. It's not just about what you say, but when you say it. Imagine you're in a conversation and there's a pause. This is your moment. The right joke at the right time can take a conversation from serious to lighthearted in seconds. And when you do it right, she'll remember how you made her feel in that instant. Remember that humor isn't about forcing laughter. It's about finding the lightness in life's little moments. Sometimes it's not even about the words you use, but how you say them. A well-timed look or playful gesture can be just as funny as a perfectly delivered line. 3. Shared experiences create inside jokes. If you've spent any time together, you likely have shared experiences that only the two of you understand. Maybe there's a funny moment from a past date or a quirky habit she has that you gently tease her about. These inside jokes are gold. They make her feel special because they're unique to your connection. Turning shared moments into inside jokes shows her that you're paying attention to the little things. And those little things are what make your bond stronger. 4. Confidence and self-awareness. Confidence is magnetic, but there's a fine line between confidence and arrogance, and humor is where that balance can really shine. When you make her laugh, you show her that you're confident enough to be yourself, flaws and all. But be mindful of the kind of humor you use. Self-deprecating jokes can be charming in moderation, but too much can come off as insecure. On the other hand, teasing her lightly shows that you're comfortable with her, but be careful not to cross into hurtful territory. As the saying goes, know your audience. The key is to make her laugh in a way that brings you closer, not pushes her away. Pay attention to how she responds. Body language can tell you a lot about whether she's enjoying the moment or feeling uncomfortable. 5. Use stimulating phrases to keep her engaged. Americans love a good one-liner or stimulating phrase that keeps the conversation engaging and light. Phrases like, "I couldn't make this up if I tried," or, "Well, this just got interesting," are great ways to keep her intrigued and laughing. These little phrases show that you're quick-witted and ready to turn any moment into a playful exchange. When you're telling a story, phrases like, "You won't believe what happened next," or, "And then it got even crazier," can keep her on the edge of her seat. Humor doesn't always have to be about punchlines. Sometimes it's about keeping the energy fun and unpredictable. 6. The psychological connection of laughter. Laughter has a deep psychological connection. When you make her laugh, you're not just amusing her, you're creating a sense of safety and comfort. Studies have shown that laughter reduces stress and anxiety. Laughter releases dopamine, a feel-good chemical. Every time you make her laugh, you're creating a positive emotional experience that's associated with you. Humor also creates a sense of mutual understanding. You're both in on the joke, both seeing the world through a playful lens. This shared perspective makes her feel like you get her in a way that others might not, and that's attractive. 7. Embrace the unexpected. Some of the funniest moments come when we least expect them. Maybe you trip over your words or spill something by accident. Whatever it is, don't take yourself too seriously. Instead of getting embarrassed, laugh it off. Say something like, "Well, that didn't go as planned," or, "Whoops, there goes my chance to be smooth." These moments of self-awareness can be endearing. The unexpected also applies to your humor. Don't be afraid to surprise her with a clever twist or a playful comeback she didn't see coming. As Americans often say, expect the unexpected. When you keep her guessing, you keep her interested. 8. Laugh together, stay together. At the end of the day, making her laugh is about building a connection that goes beyond surface-level attraction. It's about creating memories, shared moments, and a sense of joy that she'll carry with her. When you laugh together, you're building a foundation of happiness and positivity in your relationship. So, don't be afraid to be yourself. Embrace your quirks, share your stories, and find the humor in life's little moments. Because when she laughs with you, she's letting you into her world, and that's where the magic happens. As the famous American quote goes, laughter is timeless, imagination has no age, and dreams are forever. Keep her laughing, and you'll keep her close. Number 9. The power of the chameleon effect. When it comes to attraction, it's often the small things that matter most. According to a fascinating 1999 study, humans are unconsciously drawn to people who subtly mirror their behavior. This is called the chameleon effect. Imagine this. You're on a date, and as she smiles, you smile too. When she leans forward, you follow suit. You're not making it obvious, but you're gently mirroring her actions in a way that creates an almost invisible connection. It's subtle yet powerful. By matching her movements, tone, or gestures, you're sending signals of similarity. It's as if you're silently telling her, we're on the same wavelength. And in those moments of synchronization, you're building an invisible bridge between the two of you, fostering a sense of commonality and comfort. 1. Why it works. At its core, the chameleon effect taps into the human desire for connection and belonging. People naturally feel more comfortable and secure around others who they perceive as being similar to them. When you subtly mirror someone's actions, you're creating a sense of harmony. She may not consciously notice it, but she'll feel it. That shared rhythm, that silent dance of mimicry, can create a bond that words alone can't achieve. But there's a catch. This method only works when done naturally. If your mirroring becomes too obvious or forced, it can backfire. People are highly sensitive to unnatural behavior, and if she catches on to what you're doing, it might make her feel uneasy, or worse, manipulated. 2. Mastering subtlety. So, how do you strike the right balance? It's all about being present. Pay attention to her energy, her body language, and her mood. If she's feeling relaxed and calm, mirror that energy in your tone of voice and gestures. If she's animated and enthusiastic, let your responses reflect that excitement. Be genuine in your approach. You're not playing a game, you're creating a connection. Remember, confidence is key. In the world of attraction, subtlety is your best friend. As the saying goes, less is more. You don't have to mirror every movement or gesture, just enough to create a sense of harmony. 3. Words that trigger attraction. While the chameleon effect is mostly about nonverbal cues, don't underestimate the power of your words. American culture is filled with everyday phrases that can subtly stimulate attraction. Here are some examples. You're easy to talk to. I feel like we've known each other for ages. I love how comfortable we are together. These statements create a sense of closeness and familiarity, triggering emotions that draw her in further. Boosting confidence through subtle mimicry. If you're still unsure about mirroring, start small. Practice in low-stakes settings like casual conversations with friends or colleagues. Notice how matching someone's body language or tone creates a smoother interaction. Once you're comfortable, apply this to your romantic encounters, and you'll see the difference it makes. When you combine subtle mirroring with confidence and thoughtful conversation, you'll leave a lasting impression. She'll feel at ease, drawn to your calm energy, and naturally more attracted to you. Attraction is as much an art as it is a science. The chameleon effect is just one tool in your arsenal, a way to create an unspoken connection that can pave the way for deeper romantic interest. But remember, authenticity always wins. So, be yourself, stay present, and trust that the right energy will naturally flow. Number 10. Unlocking her heart. The power of sharing secrets. If you want to build a strong connection with her, one of the most effective ways is to open up about yourself. Share something personal, a secret that not many people know. It could be something lighthearted, funny, or even slightly embarrassing. The key is that it's genuine. Why? Because when you trust her enough to reveal something personal, You're laying the foundation for trust and intimacy. Psychologically, people are wired to trust those who trust them first. It's part of our natural instinct to be cautious around new people, but the moment someone shows vulnerability, we start to lower our guard. Think about it. When you tell her something that feels like a secret, it signals that you see her as special, someone worthy of knowing a deeper part of you. And in return, she'll start to feel more comfortable opening up to you. It's a reciprocal cycle that deepens trust and builds emotional closeness. However, it's important to be mindful of the secrets you share. While you want to be open, make sure you're comfortable with what you reveal, even if it accidentally gets out. You don't need to share your deepest, darkest secrets, just something personal enough to create a bond, but light enough that it won't come back to haunt you. 1. The psychology behind sharing secrets. Why does this work so well? Humans naturally like and trust people who show trust in them first. It's a powerful psychological response. Trust breeds trust. When you take the first step and show that you're willing to be vulnerable, she'll instinctively begin to do the same. It's a subtle way of breaking down the barriers of formality and politeness that often stand between new acquaintances. Sharing a little secret, a funny thing, or something slightly embarrassing is often considered cute. For example, revealing a quirky trait like, "I still have my childhood teddy bear hidden in my closet," or "I've watched every episode of Friends at least 5 times," can be just enough to create that spark of connection. It shows that you're human, relatable, and secure enough in yourself to not take life too seriously. Bonus points if you can make her smile or laugh in the process. 2. What kind of secrets should you share? Start with something simple but personal, maybe an embarrassing story from your past, like, "I once accidentally wore mismatched shoes to a meeting," or "I have a secret fear of squirrels." It could also be a slightly unusual habit or preference that isn't widely known about you, such as, "I'm weirdly obsessed with 80s rock music," or "I have a small collection of vintage postcards I've never told anyone about." These kinds of secrets are light, relatable, and safe, but still give her a peek into your world. Being authentic and showing vulnerability without being too obvious is key to building a meaningful connection. Remember, you're not trying to impress her with grand gestures, but rather creating moments of mutual understanding and trust. The power of vulnerability. When you share something personal, you're not just exchanging facts. You're inviting her into your inner world. This kind of vulnerability shows that you're not afraid to be human, to have flaws, or to own your unique quirks. And that's incredibly attractive. When a person feels trusted, they naturally want to reciprocate that trust. It creates a safe space where the both of you can start to reveal more about yourselves, building a relationship based on honesty and mutual respect. 4. Final thoughts. Remember, vulnerability is not a weakness, it's a strength. In a world where so many people hide behind masks of perfection, being real is refreshing. So don't be afraid to share a part of yourself with her. We often say, people connect through their imperfections, not their perfections. By sharing your secrets and allowing her to see a more personal side of you, you're not just telling her facts. You're opening the door to a deeper, more meaningful connection. Number 11. Breaking the touch barrier. One of the most powerful yet underrated tools in the art of attraction is breaking the touch barrier. Touch communicates a level of comfort and intimacy that words often can't. But when done right, it can transform the dynamic between you and her. The key is to make her feel safe and comfortable, to signal that you're confident in your interactions. It's not about diving straight into a romantic gesture, but rather about establishing a connection through light, casual, and non-sexual touches. 1. Why touch matters. Physical touch is one of the strongest human senses. We rely on it to form emotional bonds, express affection, and communicate feelings of trust. Touch can create an instant connection if it feels natural and appropriate. By lightly touching her shoulder while you laugh or gently taking something from her hand during a conversation, you're sending a subtle message. I feel comfortable with you, and I trust you. When you initiate these small moments of contact, it gives her a chance to respond to your energy. If she reacts positively, you'll know the connection is growing. But here's the golden rule. Read her reactions. If she tenses up or seems uncomfortable, back off. The goal is to create positive, lighthearted interactions, not to make her feel awkward or pressured. Think of it like a dance. You take a step, and if she steps in return, you continue the rhythm. If not, adjust your approach. In American culture especially, respect for personal space is critical. 2. Ways to break the touch barrier. Naturally. Now, how do you incorporate touch without making it awkward? It's all about being creative and playful. You want to introduce touch in ways that feel organic to the moment. Here are some easy ways to break the touch barrier naturally. Touch her shoulder or arm. Casually. When you're in a fun conversation and both of you are laughing, a gentle touch on her arm or shoulder is an easy way to establish physical contact. It's brief, non-invasive, and feels natural in the moment. She'll instantly know that you're comfortable enough to make physical contact, which can increase her comfort around you. 3. Create opportunities with games or handshakes. Sometimes, making a playful game out of the interaction is the easiest way to introduce touch. Something as simple as rock, paper, scissors, or creating a fun, unique handshake gives you a lighthearted way to engage in touch without it feeling forced. You're sending a signal that you're confident, playful, and comfortable. 3 qualities that naturally attract people. 4. Ask for something and grab it. Playfully. Need to ask for her phone to show her something, or maybe you're handing her a drink. Use that opportunity to lightly brush her hand as you take or give the item. Again, the key here is to be subtle. You're not grabbing her, just gently touching her hand in the process. This conveys trust and ease in the interaction. 5. Give her a high five. In moments where you're celebrating something or having fun, a quick high five is a playful way to create contact. It's casual, quick, and doesn't carry much weight, making it the perfect low-pressure touch. She'll sense your fun, laid-back energy and will likely return the gesture. 6. Reading her reaction. Once you've broken the touch barrier, it's crucial to pay attention to her response. If she seems relaxed and comfortable, it's a great sign that she's open to the physical connection you're establishing. You may notice her initiating touch herself, which is a clear indicator that the attraction is growing. On the other hand, if she pulls away or seems uneasy, it's important to respect that boundary. In American culture, showing respect for personal space is highly valued, and pushing the boundary too far can backfire. 7. Building comfort through touch. As you continue to engage with her, breaking the touch barrier opens the door to a deeper connection. Touch fosters feelings of safety, trust, and intimacy, all of which are key elements in building attraction. The more she feels comfortable around you, the more likely she is to develop stronger feelings. You're sending the message that you're confident in your own skin, and that level of comfort naturally invites her to feel the same. 8. The power of subtle, non-sexual touch. It's important to emphasize that the touch should always be non-sexual in the beginning stages. The goal is to create trust and emotional comfort, not to make her feel objectified. This builds a foundation where physical connection feels organic, not forced. As Americans often say, slow and steady wins the race. You want to ease into the physical aspect of the relationship rather than rushing it. When you approach touch in this way, it becomes a tool for building trust rather than creating pressure. Breaking the touch barrier is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to establish attraction. When done with subtlety and respect, it sends the message that you're confident, comfortable, and open to deeper connection. Remember to be playful, creative, and mindful of her reactions. As the old saying goes, actions speak louder than words, and the light touch of a hand on her shoulder or a playful game of rock, paper, scissors can say more than any conversation ever could. So when the moment feels right, take that first step and see how quickly it can transform your connection. Number 12. The power of giving her your full attention. In a world full of distractions, attention is one of the most valuable things you can offer someone. If you want her to feel a connection with you, giving her your undivided attention is key. It's not about glancing at your phone every few minutes or pretending to listen while your mind is elsewhere. It's about being fully present in the moment, focusing on her, and letting her know that she is the center of your world when you're together. 1. Why attention matters. Attention creates intimacy. When you truly listen to someone, you show that you care about what they have to say and value their thoughts and feelings. For her, this is a powerful signal that you're not just another person she's talking to, but someone who genuinely wants to understand her. It makes her feel important and appreciated. 2. Sustained eye contact. One of the most effective ways to show attention is through eye contact. When you look into her eyes a little longer than usual, it creates a sense of connection that words can't capture. There's something almost magical about maintaining eye contact just a second longer than normal. It sends a signal that you're confident, engaged, and interested in her. Imagine holding her gaze for just a moment longer, as if you're peering into her soul. That fleeting yet intense moment can make her heart race, even if neither of you says a word. But remember, confidence is key. Don't make it too intense or uncomfortable. The goal is to create a spark, not make her feel uneasy. After that moment of eye contact, smoothly shift back into the conversation as if nothing happened. This small, simple gesture can leave a lasting impression that lingers in her mind. 3. Let her talk. People love to be heard. People love to talk about themselves. It's something that's hardwired into human psychology. When you encourage her to share her thoughts, experiences, and feelings, you're doing more than just making conversation. You're building a bridge of trust and connection. Ask her thoughtful questions, show genuine interest, and let her open up. The trick here is not just asking questions, but really listening to her answers. Active listening is where the magic happens. Nod your head, give verbal affirmations, and ask follow-up questions that show you're paying attention. For example, if she talks about a hobby or a personal experience, reference it in future conversations. She'll feel special knowing that you remembered the little details, which will deepen the bond between you. 4. Compliment. Genuinely, going beyond the surface. Everyone loves a compliment, but superficial flattery only goes so far. If you want to stand out, dig deeper than the usual "you're beautiful" line. Compliment her on her intellect, her sense of humor, or her passion for a cause she cares about. When you notice something unique about her personality and bring it up, it shows that you see her for who she truly is, not just how she looks. This kind of compliment resonates more deeply because it's rare. Most people focus on appearance, but by appreciating her character or mind, you show that you're interested in her as a whole person. This builds a stronger connection, one rooted in mutual respect and admiration. 5. The art of active listening. There's a difference between hearing someone and truly listening. Active listening involves fully engaging in the conversation, showing empathy, and reflecting on what she's saying. Don't just nod and smile, respond thoughtfully. Ask her to elaborate on something she's passionate about, or share your own thoughts on the topic to keep the dialogue flowing. When she feels heard, she'll naturally feel closer to you. Conversations are quick and witty, but taking the time to slow down and really listen can make all the difference. It demonstrates patience, empathy, and emotional intelligence, and qualities that are incredibly attractive. 6. Patience is key. Building trust. Over time, attraction isn't built in a day. It's a gradual process that unfolds over time. Rushing things or pushing for a deeper connection too quickly can backfire. Instead, focus on being patient and respectful. Let the relationship develop naturally, and don't be afraid to let her set the pace. When you show that you're willing to wait and build trust slowly, you communicate that you respect her boundaries and are invested in a meaningful connection. Respecting personal space and not rushing into emotional intimacy is often seen as a sign of maturity. This approach lets her know that you are serious about her and that you are not just looking for something superficial. 7. Create memories through shared activities. One of the best ways to build a connection is through shared experiences. Whether it's hiking, cooking, attending a concert, or exploring a new hobby together, these moments create memories that bond you. When you do something enjoyable together, it strengthens the emotional connection between you. The more positive experiences she associates with you, the more she'll enjoy being in your presence. Shared activities also give you opportunities to show different sides of your personality, whether it's your adventurous spirit, your sense of humor, or your ability to solve problems. These shared moments will become the foundation of your relationship, giving you both something to reminisce about and build on. 8. Be mysterious. Leave a little mystery. Don't share everything about yourself up front. By keeping certain aspects of your life private, you pique her curiosity and make her want to learn more about you. As the saying goes, leave them wanting more. When she's intrigued, she's more likely to keep thinking about you. 9. The secret of mind boundaries. Establishing psychological boundaries is key to creating attraction. When you hold your own, people can't help but be drawn in. Remember, confidence is silent, insecurities are loud. Women are intrigued by men who respect themselves and their limits. Set your boundaries and watch her curiosity grow. As the saying goes, distance makes the heart grow fonder, but only if you own that space with power and self-respect. Number 13. Master the art of psychological leadership to win her heart. Being a true leader isn't about control or dominance. It's about guiding without needing to speak. To win her over, you must master the art of subtle influence, the kind that's felt but not seen. It's about becoming the man who stands out in her mind long after you've left the room. You don't need to chase her because leaders don't chase. They set the pace and invite others to follow. Start by owning your presence. When you walk into a room, walk with purpose. It's not about being loud or overly confident. It's about carrying an energy that says, "I'm here and I know my worth." Women are drawn to men who exude a calm strength, the type that doesn't need to prove itself. As the saying goes, real men don't beg for attention, they command it. In moments of uncertainty, don't react with desperation. Instead, remain composed and unshaken. This psychological strength is what attracts her on a deeper level. When she sees that you don't crumble under pressure, that you can handle life's challenges with grace, it sets you apart from the rest. She'll realize you're the type of man who can be relied on, someone who stands strong even in the storm. Challenge her mind, not just her emotions. Women are more intrigued by men who stimulate their thoughts than those who try to overwhelm them with grand gestures. Ask her questions that make her think, that challenge her perspectives. How do you define success in your life? Or, What's one thing you've always wanted to do but never had the courage to try? This intellectual leadership shows her that you're not only interested in her, but in her growth, her dreams, and her challenges. Remember, leading with your mind means being a man of action. You don't just talk about things, you do them. If you say you're going to do something, follow through without needing validation. This silent confidence sends a powerful message. Let your actions prove your value, and she'll naturally be drawn to your authenticity. Lead with empathy. Being a leader doesn't mean being emotionless or distant. Show her that you understand her feelings, but don't let emotions control your direction. Maintain a balance of compassion and strength. As a leader, you guide with wisdom, not impulsiveness. The key to mastering psychological leadership is in balancing presence with action, strength with empathy, and intellect with emotional intelligence. Let her fall for the man who leads not by force, but by the silent strength that only a true leader possesses. In mastering these psychological tricks to get her to like you, remember that it's not about manipulation, but about understanding human nature. How do you make a girl like you? You lead with authenticity, confidence, and emotional intelligence. Each of these techniques works when you stay true to yourself and respect her boundaries. The more you embody self-assuredness and strength, the more naturally she will be drawn to you. If you enjoyed this content, show your support by hitting the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to The Stoic Goddess and share your thoughts in the comments. Make sure to hit the notification bell to catch more great videos. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.